Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to be painting this 5-inch stone. I got the mold for this stone from my mom for Christmas 2 years ago. She got it at Devon Dotting. It's listed as their extra large mold. It's 16 centimeters. I'll list it down below in the description for you. If you take a ruler and you measure it, it is exactly 5 inches wide. However, if you use a flexible ruler, you'll quickly see that the surface area will give you 6 inches of painting room. So I think that's why they've got it listed at 6.2 inches, if I did the math on all that right. Anyway, nonetheless, I'm going to give it 2 coats of black paint. I'm going to use my DIY stencil to get some guidelines on it, and then we're going to do something just a little bit different today. You guys know I have been dealing with storms and cleanup and mud and muck and just everything dreary. I think it is high time to get out our fanciest, craziest paints and go a little wild. Let's put a little magic and mystical fun into our mandala today. I can't wait to get started. If you need help with anything you see in this video, I'm hoping I already have a link down in the description under helpful videos. And if you're looking for any of the supplies I use in this video, scroll just a little bit farther and you'll find a complete list with a bunch of links. Clicking those links and supporting my channel helps me so much. I hope you guys go through and see what all you can find down there. There's lots of things maybe you did or didn't know. If you don't find what you're looking for, leave me a comment. You guys, I am here to help and I'm never too far away from those comments. But right now, I want to pick out some paint colors. Y'all, look at the selection I've gotten today. I know this might be a little crazy. I have got Colorshift paints by DecoArt. I've got their Dragonfly Shift, and I'm using DecoArt's Enchanted. I got a little paint on my finger. I like to put paint on those black lids so I can see what they're going to look like. Anyway, my bad. We'll live. Anyway, I'm going to use all these paints, and then out of the corner of my eye, I see up there on my desk. Do you guys remember that magic watercolor that Puffin Stuff sent me? You guys, we're going to use it all today. I mean, why not? Let's get going. Oh my gosh, you guys, I started taking this damp cotton swab to remove my guidelines, and I had no clue what I was doing. All of that watercolor was coming off. And I thought to myself, how dumb was that, y'all? It never even occurred to me. Like, it was a total duh. Anyway, it looks like I have a lot of cleanup work to do. So let's remove the guidelines before we put any watercolor on here. You guys, let me learn this one for you. Whoopsie. I'm sure some of y'all knew, but I didn't. Now I do. I'm going to be doing a lot of cleanup here. Alright, I kind of cleaned it up. I am about to put glitter on this stone anyway, so what I'm going to do is those watercolor dots at the bottom of each of the watercolor petal, I'm going to go ahead and cover those with glitter too. I'll keep going and see how I'm going to fix the bottom of this stone as well. Y'all, make sure you erase those guidelines before you get out these watercolors. Oh my goodness. You know what though? I'm not going to forget this lesson. I promise you that. Let's get to fixing up this stone. It's still so gorgeous, right? Alright, you guys, I've erased all the guidelines that I can, but I'm scared to touch these that are at the bottom of those watercolor lines. So what I'm going to do is get the watercolor back out, and I am going to just make some really weird shapes. I know they're weird, but hopefully you guys watched this video first and you didn't make this mistake, so you can just forget about this step altogether. But I'm going to do what I can to fix it all up. Let's go. Alright, you guys, I did my best. I know that's kind of weird and wobbly around the bottom, but it's kind of cool all at the same time. You know, it's definitely different. Anyway, I need to sign the back of this. I need to let it dry completely. And then instead of putting resin on this stone, I think I'm going to use Mod Podge's Super High Shine. I've been using that on my canvases and records and things like that lately, and I just love it. I'm so nervous that if I put that resin on there and I start rubbing it, I don't know what's going to happen to that glitter or the watercolor stuff, and I don't want to find out. So let's try something new today and spray that rock. Holy moly, you guys. Who could go wrong with these fantastical paints? I know that I use them in ways that aren't typical. I don't care. You guys know me. I'm gonna do what I do and learn the lessons all the hard way. I hope you guys learned with me. I'm leaving everything I used down in the description. I highly recommend you guys go check out that watercolor. The lady that makes them is super sweet and super nice. I'll leave all of her information down below. Also, I'm going to leave Devin Dotting's information down below so you can get one of those molds. Anyway, I hope you guys check out all my other videos. I hope you click every link I put down in the description. And I hope you guys watch all these videos. And until we meet again, rock on.